I'm just gonna crank this thing up and let you guys listen to this with me. Window down, radio down, and with sport mode is just completely different. Did you guys hear that tone change? Just listen to it again, listen to it again. Sport mode off, valves closed, valves open, sport mode on. What's good, guys? Welcome back to RonsRides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. We have another beautiful 2019 Maserati Levante Q4 in front of me. Now, in the last video, I had a Nero exterior Levante with the Rosso interior. This time, I have a Bianco exterior with the Rosso interior. And I told you guys in the last video that black with red and white with red are the most popular Levantes or most popular color combos that we've sold. Now, with that said, we have the second color combo here, white with red. So I want to let you guys know all about this spec. About 2 videos ago, I showed you guys the other Levante, drove it, showed you what it was like for the driving experience, the exhaust noise and everything like that. This one, I'm just gonna show you the spec, but go check out that video if you wanna get the full driving experience of what the Maserati Levante will handle. Now, with that said, $10,000 worth of options on this specific Levante. So we're gonna break those down in just a moment. Now that she's wide open, let's talk about this Levante. What we have to offer for this powertrain is, well, can you guys see it? Silver Shield. Silver Shield means the entry-level model engine, as you guys learned in the last one, which means 345 horsepower coming out of a 3-liter twin-turbo V6. Now, with that V6, you're looking at an acceleration of 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. Now, to get to that, you're gonna need your torque. Your torque is 369 foot-pounds of torque with a top speed of 156 miles per hour. Now, with this Levante, you also get stuff like the driver assistance package, which is $1,590. That gives you your lane keep assist, your highway assist, your forward collision, everything like that. You also have a couple of extra things like the cargo packages where you get the umbrella, you get the mat in the back, stuff like that, the climate packages. So you have a lot of things on this specific car. So we'll go over that in just a moment. You'll see everything from the inside and out. But right now, I just want you guys to take a look at this car, appreciate what this spec looks like, because you guys know I have a special place in my heart for white with red interior cars. Obviously, my past couple of cars have been that spec. So let's actually take a look at the inside of this thing and see what we're talking about here. So pretty typical spec. This one's a little less expensive than the other one we saw with the Grand Sport package, all right? So this is more of your entry-level Levante. So for an entry-level Levante, this is what you're looking at as far as your interior. So first off, you'll notice the steering wheel is the standard steering wheel, but done in full leather, all right? And instead of the chrome here, they have the aluminum finish. You know, the Maseratis used to come with the chrome down the center for the trim on the steering wheel. This one's done in aluminum, a lot better fingerprint wise. But when we talk about fingerprints, well, we're definitely gonna have to mention the gloss black piano wood. Like I did mention in the other Levante, it's pretty fingerprint prone, pretty scratch prone, everything like that. So you do have to be careful with something like this because it is delicate, it will scratch, it will show a lot of dirt. So let's talk about these seats, all right? Not the Stitch Trident here because we don't have that on the options list, but we do have the Stitch naturally drilled leather here, perforated leather there as well, all right? So it looks phenomenal, heating and cooling with these seats. I think the red with the black combo is just an undefeated spec. So I'm going to agree with the type of seat colors they have here. Also, same with the door trim. You have your black piano wood, you have your aluminum trim there, all right? And then you have your black stitching all throughout. Nice new door paneling for 2019. I love the way that this flavor just kind of goes throughout. Harman Kardon sound system here too, as you see right there on the speaker. All right, so you got your Harman Kardon there, and you have your second speaker down there below. Getting back in, you do have your 2-track system for your shifter. You also do have your driving modes here for traction off, off-road, ice, sport, and your sports suspension. All right, so you can have your sports suspension without having it in sport. And you also have a dedicated suspension button here where you can raise and lower the car since it is on air suspension. Pretty dope. We gotta let a little bit more light up in here because this is what you do in Florida. Now the visibility of this wonderful interior is really going to be displayed. I'm telling you guys, I know not everybody's a fan of sunroofs or panoramic roofs, but it just helps. When you have such a beautiful interior like this, you really want to highlight it. You really want to show what it's all about. And this is the way to do it. I mean, this looks great. This is my combo. I mean, you guys know, my Ghibli had Rosso interior, black, silk, which was gray. It had black piano wood, the aluminum trim. I mean, this is what I like. So I'm definitely gonna be pretty biased on this because wow, this looks incredible. 8.4-inch screen, all right, for your Maserati Touch Control Plus. You guys already know the system. HVAC controls here. Underneath, you do have your USB, your aux, and your SD. Also, cup holders hidden from under here. Same as the interior of the Grand Sport, just, you know, the Grand Sport has the sportier steering wheel, it has the aluminum pedals, which this does not have, and it has the Grand Sport seats, which have the bolstering, and it had the stitch headrest. But other than that, pretty Maserati. Level 2 autonomous driving. You know, you do have your hill descent there, you have your cruise control, you also have your highway assist, all that level 2 stuff. If you ever wanted to change that stuff, just heads up, go into controls, and when you do have that driver assistance package, that's where you control everything pretty easily. Now let's roll around to the back, see what we have back here. All right, well, pretty standard seats. All right, not the Grand Sport seats, but the standard seats still fit very nice, still feel very nice, still all leather. Same with the door paneling, still all leather throughout, still the aluminum trim, black piano wood. It's still a nice looking combo here. I mean, you still have your Harman Kardon right here. You also have the cold weather package, or the temperature package, whatever you want to call it, right here. Can you see that button there? All right, that's not standard. So you can do your heated seats back here in the rear. Press it, and if you have 2 illuminated, that's high. If you have 1 illuminated, that's low, and then both of them off is off. All right, so you have that specifically with this car as well. Let's take a closer look at this weather mat. You can definitely tell that it is water resistant. You can tell that it is good for cleaning. It is easy to put in here, just kind of put it in, slide it in, and then you have your Velcro here to keep it down. If you guys are wondering why it is shaped the way it is, it's because you have your hooks here for your net system, so you can still have the weather mat in here, but still connect the net here. So if you want to hold luggage down, you can still have these connectors that are uncovered and exposed, so you can still use them. All right, so you want that functionality. You also have with this package here the umbrella here, which you can tell is specifically for the Levante. So you have that stowed away on the side there, and you have your 12-volt there as well. You do have your 60/40 rear folding seats and your center feed down the middle. And underneath, what I do like about the weather mat is that it comes up easily because it's not too large. It comes up just with this paneling here, so it's no hassle at all if you want to get underneath to get to your specific set of tools, cleaning products or anything, or if you need to really get down to the nitty gritty and replace your tire with your spare here, and you have your tire inflate kit, and you also have your battery back there just in case you need to get to that. But why make life hard, okay? So the design is super simple and it's easy to function and to do it all with one hand. I mean, that's just right there. I mean, it's not rocket science at all. Put it down, then you're back to where you started. All right, guys, so let's talk about the wheels. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't my favorite spec. The 19-inch Zafiro wheels, 19's a little small, but I don't really like the style. I don't really like that there's no caliper over it with the Maserati insignia. I mean, the brakes are pretty standard because it is not an S model, so you don't get your drilled brakes. It's just not the best looking combo, I feel, for the Levante. I feel like if I were to get these wheels, I'd have to change them immediately. They're just not my flavor. I mean, even if you did the red caliper, I still feel like, I don't know, it just wouldn't really look good. It's not the best style for me, but that is me. I mean, obviously, 19s are subjective. You know, you get a lot of meat to your tires there, and that's good, but obviously, I would like 20s or 21-inch wheels. Even if you go up to the GTS or the Trofeo, you get 22-inch wheels, but this just doesn't really sit good on the spec for me. I don't know, what do you guys think about these wheels? Not the biggest fan. Front fascia of this car looks really good, even though it's the standard look for the Levante. Still has nice presence. The only thing that is upgraded here are the full LED headlamps, all right? So these are a little bit more aggressive, have more functionality to them, just like the upgraded LED headlamps that you would get on the Ghiblis. Now with this, you do also have the fog lights underneath as well. Really add to it. They really look good once they're illuminated as well. But you do have the bigger trident here in the grille because you have the driver assistance package. But other than that, everything else looks pretty standard, looks pretty good, and still to me it is one of the more aggressive SUVs on the market. I really don't see too many more SUVs, at least from the front end, look as good and as evil as the Levante. Side profile looks good as well. This is the standard Bianco paint. If you have the Bianco Alpi, which is a pearl paint, you'll be able to see those lines a lot more. I mean, that pearl brings out those lines. The depth of it is just crazy. This is at the standard position as well. You know, you can raise and lower this car. So if you had it in sport mode, it automatically lowers it and puts it in the sport suspension mode. It has a much more aggressive stance. But at the standard mode, it's a normal ride height you would use every day. Then off-road, you're gonna raise it up so you can take your SUV off-road. I haven't met one person who has taken their Levante off-road, but if you have, kudos to you. But pretty standard on the side, all right? Chrome surround everywhere, door handles, around the window moldings and everything like that. No roof rails on this model. That is an extra option. You do have the nice panoramic roof though. That is an added option that is on this vehicle, all right? But everything else, pretty standard, all right? Same with the rear of the car, pretty standard. The LED tail lamps are just so good looking. Maserati has nailed these. I mean, since they first came out back in 2014, these tail lamps have been the same. As far as the Ghibli and Quattroporte, obviously the Levante didn't come out until 2017, but they've had the same tail lamps since then too. Same kind of styling, and I think it looks so good. I mean, it really matches the flavor of what the Levante's aggressiveness looks like. Even though the rear and the side of the car don't really match the aggressiveness of the front, unless you get a Grand Sport model or maybe the Trofeo or GTS, it still really adds a little bit of flair to the back, and I really do love it. You do have your Levante badge here, you do have your Maserati insignia here, and you have your Q4 badge, which lets you know it has the all-wheel drive system. Painted rear diffuser to body match there, and then your quad exhaust. What I do like how they did the Levante as well is these right here, the grill. The grill is actually functional. Now, I don't want to say that it helps a lot as far as the functionality of the exhaust and the breathing and everything, but these are actually holes there that actually feed through, okay? It's not just a honeycomb grill that is just solid. It's actually something that is somewhat useful. So I do like that they, didn't chimp out on that as far as being cheap. I know I didn't go in as depth with this one as I did the last Levante review, so make sure you guys check that out, because again, they're pretty much the same with a few different options. So I wanted to show you the options on this one and the price. So here we are. Color, exterior, Bianco. Interior, Rosso and Nero. And your MSRP to start for any Levante that is a base model or entry-level Levante is $76,980. Now, when you start with a Grand Sport or a Grand Luce or anything, that price is going to change because you get more stuff standard. You get more stuff right off the bat. All right, so your country of origin, Italy. Engine, Italy. Transmission, ZF transmission, Germany. And your final assembly in Turin, Italy. 345 twin-turbo V6 Levante with Skyhook adaptive dampening air suspension and a Q4 intelligent all-wheel drive in the Maserati. But what are we looking at after the $10,000 of options? Well, you guessed it, $88,485. Now, where does that extra, like $1,300 come from? Well, your destination charge is $1,195 and your preparation delivery is $300. So after all is said and done, you get $88,485. So let's look at those options I was talking about here. All right, so your climate package, which I was talking about with the heated rear seats, and you have the heated washer nozzle, $290. Your driver assistance package, $1,590. Your panorama sunroof, $1,500. Your premium sound system for Harman Kardon, $990. Your full LED lamps that I told you about, $1,890. Your full natural drill leather seats that we're sitting in right now, comfortable, $3,390. That's the biggest option you got. And then your accessories, like the sunshade, $150, like the umbrella in the back, $90, like the license plate frame, $45, and the luggage compartment mat, $75. So with that said, let's take a look at our standard options that we have for this car and see if you guys like what it comes with. Now I'm gonna do this very slowly so you guys can see everything. Like the active air suspension, standard. Like the limited slip diff, standard. Like your dual braking front system and rear system. Like your dual exhaust, stuff like your leather upholstery. You also have your 7-inch driver display, all kinds of stuff. Black piano. I mean, comes standard with a lot of stuff. Now let's go up top here. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is standard as well, just in case you guys didn't know. brake assistance system, automatic hill hold, so all that kind of stuff with your warranty of 4 years, 50,000 mile bumper to bumper, and your fuel economy of 17 combined, 15 city, 21 highway, obviously for a twin turbo V6. That's what you're gonna get. You're not trying to save gas in a Maserati SUV, let me tell you. That 2019 Levante, what are you guys thinking? All right guys, so tell me, what do you think about this Bianco and Rosso spec Levante? You guys know my opinion. I love it. I would change a couple of things like the wheels, maybe add the Nerissimo package so I can black everything out, and then you got yourself a deal for me. Sold. But with that said, let me know what you guys are thinking for $88,000 after the $10,000 of additional options. Is it worth it to you, or would you change it up a little bit, maybe take away a few things and add a couple of things? I definitely want to know what you guys are thinking. Now again, if you guys didn't see my previous video, which was a couple videos ago, of the Levante that I drove, the black one with the Rosso interior, make sure you check that out because you need to hear how this thing sounds. You need to see the smile on my face when I am ripping this through the streets. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today and enjoyed seeing this spec. Also, make sure you check the links down below. I do have my RonsRides merch link if you guys want to buy a t-shirt or a sticker or a hoodie, anything like that. I know it's starting to get cold now. Get those hoodies. You can also check the one-time donation link for my PayPal if you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel. Much appreciated. Or you can become a Patreon member and do a monthly subscription. And you can also check out my social media links down there below. You have a Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, everything like that. Now with that said guys, subscribe for more RonsRides. I do have some great stuff coming. We do have, I think, maybe like 20 Stelvios coming. So some good stuff is gonna be on the way. I know they have some more Maseratis coming. And then the 2020 models, we know that the new Alfa Romeos are coming in November. All right, those are gonna be on the channel. We know that Maserati is going to be coming for the 2020 models as well, coming, I believe, next month. So with that said, guys, make sure you don't miss it. Click that notification bell so you can get these videos straight to your inbox when they come out. We will see you guys in the next RonsRides video. You guys be blessed, have a great day, and we will talk to you then. Peace.